Today's News Herald article titled, 6 months later, LHUSD still withholds 70 emails tied to district upheaval and top city officials. Written by Dylan Wickman on December 3rd, 2025.
So I guess there was an email that went out to parents from Starline that, show up to the board meeting. And so I let Mrs. Sotner know, I'm going to have a problem with her if I have parents show up and we're not using the board to scream and kick and get our way. We're not doing that. There are certain administrators, and Jamie Festo did it too, that I'll just pack out the board meeting. We're not going to do that because I'll just put you on the separation list if that's the game you want to play. Like, you can move on down the road.
And I was superintendent. I've been retired for 10 years. I'm concerned about the amount of turnover in the school district. When you run a good business, you don't have this level of turnover. We've lost Jamie Festa, who's head of curriculum. We lost Mike Murray, who's head of finance. We don't have a special ed leader right now. And now they're talking about the principal of Starline. So I'm very concerned about the amount of turnover in our school district.
GOP attorney Timothy LaSota was named on a list of people sending and receiving emails to David Rose, the school board president. David Rose is a felon described as a con man who has swindled and scammed people out of thousands of dollars, who is currently running for Arizona House LD 30, and who also happens to be the school board president.
What you posted and what you're in turn encouraging and perpetuating is a climate and culture of hate. It's despicable and indefensible for anyone to speak with such callousness, let alone a supposed man of God, but most importantly, for our purposes here, the president of a school board.
6 months ago, the Today's News Herald did a public records request for emails that were exchanged by top city officials regarding the administrative turnover. More than 70 emails were not handed over, citing privacy issues. Timothy LaSota is not a stranger in Mojave County, though. He was hired by the then GOP Republican chairwoman Jean Kench, who also happens to be the county assessor for Mojave County. He was hired using the Mojave County's Republican Party donations money provided by Republicans for the purpose of campaigning. However, it was used to take fellow Republicans to court. LaSota petitioned the courts on behalf of Jean Kench, filing injunctions against workplace harassment motions against 3 precinct committeemen. This was a blatant attempt to silence members of the Republican Party for speaking out against corruption within the Republican Party. Both Jean Kench and LaSota were featured in an article titled, Details Emerge Over Questionable Lawfare by Mojave Chair Jean Kench, written and published by journalist Brian Ferentz. Timothy LaSota requested multiple delays and made several questionable maneuvers. Ultimately, he lost all 3 cases. His reputation in this county is that he has worked against the United States Constitution with the county assessor. And now we see his name all over the Lake Havasu Unified School District, exchanging emails with criminal David Rose. Is David Rose also working with the county assessor Jean Kench?
He's been with the school district for 21 years. 21 years, and this is how they end up treating her in the end is ridiculous. I don't even have a student at this school, and I'm here supporting. She was my teacher in high school, and she deserves it.
Her first year was when we were freshmen in high school.
She deserves all the support.
One reason I put my son in this school was because she was here. So for her to be taken out of that position, it's ridiculous.
Yep. That's all I have to say, pretty much.
Here's some great questions. Why is the GOP attorney Timothy LaSota named on that list interacting with David Rose? And why are these people citing privacy when these people are supposed to be transparent? Is Timothy LaSota the GOP attorney? Who's paying for Timothy LaSota's services? Is the Lake Havasu School District paying him? Is he David Rose's attorney? Recently, Timothy LaSota put out a comment about David Rose's eligibility to run for the House of Representatives, although David Rose shows no proof of that. He shows no proof that he is eligible. What role does this attorney play within the Lake Havasu Unified School District? Under Arizona's Public Records Law, ARS 39121 through 39128, all government records are presumed public. School districts as public bodies must provide records promptly upon request. These emails were requested over 6 months ago. What is going on? Why are emails between David Rose, Leo Biascucci, the attorney Timothy LaSota, Nancy Lee Campbell, and Mayor Cal Sheedy denied? Recently, David Rose posted his need for $10,000. He literally begged his followers to give him donations in $100 increments. Is that some nerve? What does David Rose need $10,000 for? According to attorney David Bodney, the public can file in Superior Court when their requests are denied. The district needs to release the remaining emails. As it is, David Rose is a felon and has no business being involved in the school system. He is all about hatred and is labeled a con man. Here's another question. Why do we have wife beaters, computer hackers, and scam artists in charge?
Rose has been in trouble with the law before for writing bad checks and theft by deception. But clients aren't the only ones who lost money because of Rose. His business partner and ex-girlfriend claimed she was scammed. She gave over $20,000 to Rose so he could keep his business, the DNR Group, which owns the Messenger. She wishes to remain anonymous, and her lawyer, Catherine Wallace, wouldn't clarify exactly how much money her client lost, only saying,
"It's a lot. A lot."
Wallace also claims Rose forged documents to make her client a registered agent with the DNR Group, which could make her legally responsible for the company. Wallace's client met Rose at a New Year's Eve party last year. Rose convinced her to invest in the company.
And then eventually the relationship changed to one of a personal relationship. And he just kept sucking her dry.